Hello, everyone. You found us. How beautiful. Andrea and I, you will hear from Andrea in a bit, are so excited and delighted and honored you looked us up to find out what is going on with these promises about our 12 upcoming relationship workshops. It will be fantastic. We will learn and understand why is it possible for us to love like never before with all of our heart, with all of our mind. Yes, it is possible. Why? Because we, each one of us, you, were born for relationships, born to have a fulfilling relationships. To begin with, relationship with your own self, with your lover, partner, husband, sister, mother-in-law, your boss, your health, your dreams, your body. Alas, most of us don't have fulfilled relationships in a way that we would want to. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't. It just ebbs and flows and moves, and mostly in the direction where heart hurts. It hurts in our heart. And yet, sure, there is a lot of joy. The question is why? Why do we struggle with relationships when we were born? Born to have a great relationships, and here I am struggling. Why? Is it because I'm not doing enough? I'm not being enough? I'm not trying enough? No, none of that. We struggle because we don't understand enough. It is not in doing. It is not in doing more. It is in understanding. When we understand on a certain level, sure, yeah, we can argue everybody understands something little or a lot about the relationships in our lives. But if we have not reached a certain level of understanding, we are not going to have fulfilling relationships which do come from our heart. And this is what our 12 workshops are going to be about. How to understand deep enough so that our understanding can become causal. When you understand enough, there's nothing you need to do. It will be done for you. Your willingness transforms naturally, spontaneously into the will of the heart. That is the power of that kind of understanding. And we will offer tools and formulas, 12 formulas. They come from the intuitive level. And intuition is not verbal. So how to verbalize the intuition into workable formulas. So this is when my strength comes, and Andrea's strength comes in many ways, which you will experience. She is an amazing workshop facilitator and leader. She will wrap you up in the big wings of her love. And I will pound the concepts that are not only powerful, but they are magical. Believe me, it lies in the understanding, and we offer that certain level. How to reach that? We will go on this journey. Month by month, you'll get a support. Andrea will talk more about that. Just one more time, I want to stress, it will be that. Understanding is everything, and we will push it to the ultimate level that it is possible for you. And believe me, we will together love like never before. So this introduction will be made of small little videos, and so you have to find out if we are a good match for you. Would you love to grow with those two people? We do have a lot to offer, and let's see. Please watch the videos, and if we are a great match, we shall rock.
Hi, I'm Andrea. I am really glad that you have come to find me and Boženka here on YouTube to check us out. And I hope you can get a flavor for what I'm like. I've been a counselor for almost 32 years. I love counseling. I love being a part of people's journeys as they get happier and healthier. And I'm really excited to do this workshop with Boženka. We have been working together for over 20 years. And Boženka's life work has informed my personal growth and my work as a counselor, and I use these principles in everything that I do. So come along for this journey. I can tell you that Boženka has taught me everything I know about real love. She's the only person I've ever met who truly can love unconditionally. And she is also a conceptual master. And she has a unique talent for being able to see a need and to understand what needs to be taught. And I am a master at teaching those concepts. I've taught them many times in many ways, and I use it in all my counseling. And you will learn a lot. These are not going to be the kinds of groups where you delve into your wounds and you air all your dirty laundry in front of everybody else. No. These are going to be more like an educational kind of group. You will learn the 12 laws of relationships. Of course, there will be some sharing that you feel comfortable with and is appropriate at the time. There will be 8 groups with a maximum of 12 people per group. And each group will run for an entire year, once a month. So they will come out here to Gardom Lake on either a Saturday or a Sunday from 11 to 4. We will provide lunch. There will also be Zoom groups. Sorry, you'll have to feed yourself. But if you are not around this area, we're at Gardom Lake, which is halfway between Enderby and Salmon Arm, the North Okanagan. And so if you're not in the vicinity, you can sign up for a Zoom group. You can ask us more about what is happening with that if you are interested in doing that. And so you will come 12 times, once a month for an entire year. There will be homework, but it's not going to be onerous homework. This is not going to be hours every day. There will be something to do every day, sometimes less than a minute. And there will be some longer bits of homework that you might do in a month, but it's not going to be a tremendous amount of homework. There'll be things that you can incorporate into your life, that you can do. As Boženka likes to say, you have to shower, so you can do it in the shower, or you can do it on the toilet. So you can do this homework, and it will change you to love like never before.
I want to show you a little bit of my humble, unusual house from where we are going to be conducting these workshops. Well, actually, I am stalling because Andrea cornered me into saying something about myself, which I have difficulties talking about. Oh, Andrea, you do this to me by using these grandiose attributes for the person that you're looking at. What can I say? Well, here it comes. Picture it. A person you see over here in her 40s. At that time, I was a counselor. I owned a clinic, my own clinic with my sister. And it has been said that I was a counselor of some repute. Well, what that means, people were coming, busy practice. and my love for what I did. I loved all my life helping people with all that I could, helping with joys and hardships, um, and relationships, creating my own relationships with people that I was working with. But as we know, as time goes by, after hearing day after day, hour after hour, I was working 9 hours a day. I would see 9 people from 9 in the morning until 9 in the evening, without lunch break. People had to bring bring the lunch if they wanted it my hour. But sometimes I wonder how much good I really did. And then it happened that the circumstances of one particular person, a little person, made me use my gift for the first time in my counseling practice. It was a young child, a boy that was terribly abused on all fronts. And here I am, looking at this innocent, beautiful child and realizing that I don't have the tools to help him in the way that he needed to be helped. I had nothing to give him. Through all that I knew, through books, through studies, through somebody else's work, through my own trials and errors, I had nothing of my own except the gift I was born with. Since my early childhood, I knew about it. It was a gift to use the words, to create the stories, the magic, but in my own way, through my own understanding, without relying on anything or anyone. And I stepped out on a limb and told a story to a little boy. And it did a magic. It did a miracle just then and there. And that gave me courage to use what I was born with. I was born for this, to use it with the other people I was helping. And it started to unfold. Something different was happening. Word of mouth was sort of spreading further, and labels were popping. Labels like a healer. I didn't like that label. I hated it, actually. But because of that label, I don't know, I hate talking about this, but I have to say, I met through my work an amazing film producer, award-winning film producer, who understood the conceptual power that came through this person, Boženka. And I was also helping her family, her 2 children I fell in love with. And she decided to make a film about my work. She managed to convince Women's Television Network to sponsor it. And then there was a Vision Television of Canada sponsored 2 films about my work, and some more films that were bought, I think, through Wisdom Channel of America and aired internationally, I should say, in more than 30 countries. So it started to happen what I didn't want to happen. People called from abroad wanting the appointment, And they would come from Japan, from New Zealand, for 1 hour with this person because of the label that was following me. And my waiting list grew bigger and bigger, and it became that long that for some things that I was able to use my particular gift, the waiting list became 3 years long, and no one should be waiting that long for anyone. So I had to do something. And this is where my husband, Brian, sacrificed his own career, something that he loved to do. He was a professor of analytical chemistry at the university, and he left it all so that we can move here to Gardom Lake in this little old home, and that I can utilize my gift for something else, not one-on-one anymore. However, it took me 3 years to finish my waiting list, and then I was free. I was free to use my gift, such as it was, for the many humanitarian projects. And the biggest of those is trying to create a seed for a truly humane global society. And I did it. I have it. In the process of all this, I met Andrea. She became my student and my right hand, a wing, one of the wings, my wings, that gave joy and enriched my life. We did many things, many works together. You will hear about those. And here I am in my autumn years. I decided to step out on a limb one more time and to put my intuitive capacity to verbalize not only my intuition, but to create through what I know and deeply understand the unusual formulas that can actually help. So I created 12 different formulas that can help our relationships grow, prosper through the power of our own understanding. And my emotional dynamo for this work is my youngest granddaughter, Anikita Ondine. I will talk about it in a bit. But here it is. Oh, Andrea, you did this to me. I had to talk about myself. We should talk about the magic of this house, where you hopefully are going to sit by my table, sample my cooking, and what I know the best, what I was born for. Welcome into my world and Andrea's world. Hello again. To give you a little bit more of information that will reach your heart, because this is where understanding have to land. It have to land in our heart. Let's see. Can we understand this following through our heart? It is a reason, one of the reasons why I created this program with the help of Andrea, of course, on relationships. I am an old lady in my 70s, and my grandchildren are the joy in my heart, and I have a very good relationship with my grandchildren. Now we are coming to the youngest one, Anikita Ondine. Anikita is just turning 9, and I am thinking about the times when she's going to be in her 30s, 40s, and I won't be here. I won't be here able to look her in the eye when she will be struggling with her relationships and telling her everything will be okay. Just understand this and you got this. I won't be here. So this series of workshops, this program is dedicated to Anikita Ondine, to 9-year-old child, so that this program can meet her at a crossroads in her own life. And that I wish for her. And I have something real to offer. The time will come. I wish that for you too. You will be in my heart during these 12 workshops, just the way that young Anikita is in my heart. We all need this. It is a real help, not platitudes, not a therapy. It is a learning how to understand at certain level. This is where the power lies. Let's go after it. We can do it. All right. I will begin closing this introduction on the 12 relationship workshops. I want to say a few words about Andrea's and my relationship. Andrea is my bestest friend, my best student for 30 years, and what is the most touching for me, that Andrea was loved by Brian.
I am so lucky to have a relationship with you, Boženka. Where would I be without you? And we're so excited to share this with you about relationships and our relationship.
And our work together is part of that relationship. How many programs did we work together on?
So many.
Demystifying and dissolving anxiety.
Anger is not the boogeyman.
My latest book, Inexorable.
All the harmony model deep wisdom lessons. Your book, Uncle Bogomil. Your book, The Legacy of the Honeycomb City. We started the Inner World School together. We did groups on women in wisdom, on mother-daughter workshops.
Workshop on courage. Huh?
Yeah, we did.
That
That's one of my favorites. I still have the poster up in my room.
This is us, two ordinary people doing extraordinary things.
I know, she likes to say we're ordinary. We're not that ordinary. You won't meet two other women like us. And you won't go to any other workshops like these ones we are going to have. You don't want to miss them. Oh yeah, hang on. There are some things I forgot to say in my segment. First of all, how will the groups be organized? So I talked about how there will be a group, there'll be 8 groups, and one will they'll meet once a month. And those groups will be organized along the lines like there will be groups with couples in where the couples want to come together. And maybe they've been in a relationship for a while and they want to improve their relationship, or they're struggling with something in their relationship. There could be couples who are just starting out on their relationship journey and they want to get off on the right foot. There can be single people who are wanting to understand relationships better. There could be people just wanting to look at all the kinds of relationships in their lives, not just a romantic relationship. And really all of these will be covered to some extent in all of the groups, but each group will kind of, be comprised more of people who are interested in the same things. There will be groups of young people. We already have several young people who are signed up and eager to go. And we're so excited about that, to be working with young people who want to learn about relationships before they get into
Can I
them.
say something? They will also learn about the relationship with social media, relationship with their potentiality, relationship with their own understanding, the levels of understanding, the capacity. And that is very exciting and promising.
So all kinds of relationships, including, as Boženka just said, the relationship with yourself. And the cost for these will be $180 a month. If you sign up as a couple, it's $150 each. And I know if you look around at what is available for couples, that you could spend more than $1,000 just for one weekend. And so we don't have a hot tub. There's not going to be
No pedicure,
no massages, but you will get to come here to this amazing land, this amazing house, and be part of our family for a year.
And get a pedicure for your mind.
Yes.
And massage for your heart.
So come, learn how to love like never before. Come join us.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.